Grand Theft Auto the Definitive Edition. Possibly the most polarizing release in the industry since, well, probably Cyberpunk 2077.
You blind?
But besides all the new game-breaking glitches, what about the old ones? You know, the classics that players actually enjoy and add countless hours of entertainment. Did Grove Street Games bother to patch these, or are we looking at a similar situation the Saints Row the Third's remaster? Well, today we'll be taking a look at all the old iconic glitches you can still perform throughout the 3D trilogy in the Definitive Edition. Starting with Grand Theft Auto 3, a majority of the glitches have thankfully been left untouched. The Infinite Molotov glitch, for example, is still working like a charm. Grab a Bobcat and head to the center of this tunnel near 8Ball's garage. Here you'll find 4 homeless NPCs standing around a hidden package. Park the Bobcat near them and proceed to jump on the bed of the truck. From here, each time you walk on the hood of the Bobcat, 3 to 4 more homeless NPCs will spawn. Each one carries a single Molotov, so you'll want to spawn a good number of homeless and kill them. Just make sure not to spawn over 36 hobos, or you might risk maxing out the game's memory and cause a crash. Also, as long as you don't pick up this hidden package, you can return to this location and reproduce the glitch as many times as you want. Let's move on to the glitch that lets you enter Staten Island early. Get a vehicle and head to this location in Harwood. Go around the road leading to the Porter Tunnel and make your way to this spot just above the tunnel's entrance. Park the car roughly in this position with the car door as close to the edge as possible. Now get out of the car and you should fall through the water and onto the top of the tunnel. All you need to do from here is walk along the tunnel until you're under Staten. This can be a little tricky at points since the tunnel's textures will occasionally disappear. Just make sure to keep a close eye on your minimap so you don't accidentally fall off too early. Though once you are under the island, jump off the side and you'll spawn above on street level. You're now free to fully explore and even collect hidden packages or weapons early. To return to Portland, simply let yourself drown or get arrested and you'll spawn back. Now let's take a look at the ghost car glitch. Normally this glitch is performed by starting either the taxi or ambulance mission, but due to Grove Street altering how they start, a new method had to be found. Now you have to start any mission where you have a passenger and take them to the Hardwood Junkyard. Here you'll find the Crusher. Park your car in front of it so Claude has to get out on the passenger side. From this point, rapidly tap the interaction button so the second the Crusher's magnet picks up the car, you'll begin throwing out the passenger and get back inside. If done correctly, your vehicle will now be able to pass through any solid surface or object. This is a pretty cool way to enter locations you can't normally explore, and if you dive off an incline, your car will fall through the map before warping back up. Though, the strangest side effect of this glitch is that your vehicle will continuously expand in size. Eventually it will get so big that it'll fall through the map before it respawns back to its normal size. Just keep in mind that you won't be able to get back in the car once you get out. Though, if you get out in a garage and save your game, the car's hit detection will be restored with the added bonus of being indestructible. This could be very useful for missions, or if you just feel like wreaking havoc. And lastly for GTA 3, I can thankfully say the flying tank glitch is back. Find a long stretch of road or flat terrain and activate the tank and flying cars cheat. Now get inside the tank and move the barrel 180 degrees. Now simply hold down the acceleration button while rapidly pressing fire to take off. The controls can be quite tricky, but it's still a blast to pull off this glitch all these years later. Now let's move on to Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Sadly, of the 3 games in the Definitive Edition, it seems Vice City has had the most patches to the old glitches. For example, you can no longer bypass the bridge to visit the mainland early, fly under the map using the missing hit detection at the WK Chariot Hotel, and you can no longer enter the Ghost World by driving a motorcycle into the Pole Position Club. Thankfully, that's not to say all the glitches have been patched. The motorcycle glitch, for example, still works. Well, sort of. Find a motorcycle and drive it to any outdoor location where you can change your outfit. Now park the motorcycle near the clothing icon without being too close so that it immediately equips a new outfit once you get off. From here, get back on the motorcycle and hold down the acceleration button the second you see the clothing icon hover towards Tommy. And with that, you'll be on top of the motorcycle stuck in an endless melee animation as long as you press down the acceleration. Originally, this glitch wasn't as stingy with holding down the controls, but it seems as if Grove Street Games tried patching it but gave up halfway through. Anyway, the two perks of this glitch are being unable to fall off the motorcycle and you can fire nearly any weapon. Nothing spells badass like firing a minigun on a scooter. Next, we have a glitch to walk underwater. Get a vehicle, preferably a golf cart, and make your way to this area near the lighthouse. Here you'll find this dock, drive onto it, and park your car in this spot.
That's some stinky stuff.
Lastly, enrage an NPC and get back in the vehicle. If all was done right, the NPC will throw you out of the car and you'll land on this small surface below the water. Granted, there isn't much to do down here, but it's super interesting to see all the updated sea life. Even though the Pole Position Club can no longer be used to activate the Ghost World glitch, it can however still be done at two other locations. The first is the Ocean View Hotel. Find a scooter and park it in this position near the front doors. Make your way inside and run into the corner near the scooter while rapidly tapping the interaction button. Tommy should dive through the wall and onto the scooter, and with that, you're now free to explore the Ghost World. It's basically the entire map without any loaded textures except for NPCs. To keep from constantly bumping into invisible barriers, you'll have to keep a close eye on your minimap. The other location to perform this glitch is the Vercetti Estate. Just like the other method, park a motorcycle near the mansion's entrance and go inside and jump back on the chopper. The benefit of doing the glitch here is that the entire city will still be visible just without being loaded properly. Plus, you can use the mansion's helicopter to better explore the entire world. Okay, now on to San Andreas. As far as I can tell, every glitch present in the mobile/Xbox 360 port of the game can still be activated here. Let's start with a simple glitch that opens up the entire map at the beginning of the game.
Oh yeah!
After starting a new game, wait through the beginning cutscene until CJ is placed in the back of the squad car and drives off. Anytime between now and before CJ is thrown out of the vehicle, enter in the jetpack cheat and wait for the cutscene to end. This will cause CJ to immediately die and spawn at the hospital, but now the entire map will be available. Unfortunately, leaving Los Santos will still give you full stars, but at least you can give yourself early threads for the beginning of the game. Another returning glitch is being able to walk underwater. There are quite a few locations where you can perform this glitch, but the most convenient is right here. From this point, dive into the water and quickly turn around and swim to this spot. Eventually, CJ should drop to the ocean floor and you'll now be able to fully walk around under the water. This glitch is quite fun to use to explore the ocean unimpeded, and best of all, you can use a cheat to spawn a vehicle or aircraft. Though you're better off just sticking with the jetpacks, since certain parts of the floor don't have hit detection and you might wind up falling through and spawning back above. One of the most notorious glitches that can still be performed is the Heaven glitch. Enter the first gym of the game and murder all the boxers inside.
Yeah, got a gun in your face, huh? Well, screw you.
Now activate the jetpack cheat and use it to fly through the roof near the entrance. And with that, you're now inside what's been labeled the Heaven World. From this point on, you can fly to over 100 separate interiors that spawn the entire map. The closest interior you can reach is Brothel 1, which can be found here. To explain each and every accessible location in the Heaven World, this video would be 6 hours long. So I'll just leave a link in the description that offers a fully comprehensive list of the Heaven World and all its interiors. Next up, we have a popular glitch by using the monster truck.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Either find or use the cheat to get the monster, then simply park one of its front wheels on the hood of any vehicle. This will result in the car either falling through the map, being launched a great distance, or whatever the hell you'd call this. Plus, if you're quick enough, you can actually get out of the monster truck and into the car, but don't expect to survive the takeoff. For one final Ghost World glitch, head to the atrium near the downtown district. With the submachine gun equipped, enter the building. Once the interior loads, immediately turn around and begin firing to escape through the doors before it closes. And with that, you'll be free to explore the full map without any loaded textures. Unlike the Vice City version of this glitch, you won't have access to your minimap, so I suggest using the jetpack cheat to move around uninhibited. And at last, we have the most iconic glitch in San Andreas, being able to explore Liberty City. There used to be multiple ways to perform this glitch back in the day, however, the only working method now is to be on the mission St. Mark's Bistro. Play through the mission like normal until you reach Liberty City and clear out the first floor of enemies. From here, you need to keep this marked enemy alive by simply running past them and continuing your way through the level. Once you reach the courtyard, kill the remaining enemies and activate the super jump cheat. Now go up to this wall and use the super jump to make it over.
Ow!
From here, you can jump through this wall that doesn't have hit detection, and you'll now be able to explore a block and a half of the city. This may not seem too thrilling by today's standards, but this used to be an epic discovery back in 2004. Just some things to look out for: there's a lot of missing hit detection around this small area, so you'll have to fire at the ground to see if the bullet goes through or not. Once you're done, either hop back the way you came or jump out of the map and drown yourself in the endless abyss. And there you have the most iconic glitches that could still be performed in Grand Theft Auto: The Definitive Edition. If you have a favorite glitch or one I may have possibly missed, feel free to leave a comment below. And before ending today's video, I'd like to give a special thanks to my Patreon sponsors: John, Sam Just, Delta, Sis121525, Big G, Dr. Purple Bunny 78, Gabriel Snyder, Fluffy Tail, Pokedex, and Specialist Angel Figueroa. Like always, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.